Welcome team to our next topic, the study of the Second Crusade. This took place during the years 1147 to 1149. Now, the initial spark for the Crusade was the fall of Edessa, which, as I'm sure you remember, was the first Crusader state to be established during the time of the First Crusade itself. When news of this reached the West, there was shock, there was dismay, there was outrage, there was a real determination to do something about it. Now, the Pope at the time was Pope Eugenius III. But in fact, he asked someone else to lead up the crusade. He asked a certain Bernard of Clairvaux. He was a very popular and charismatic preacher, and in fact, a key Cistercian monk. Now, you will see and notice as we study the Crusade that there are lots of similarities between the First and the Second Crusade. The biggest difference is that the Second Crusade had many different campaigns. It was not simply the one campaign to the Holy Land. No, in fact, the Second Crusade consisted of different campaigns to various destinations in Europe, as well as the main crusade to the Holy Land. Now, the seeds of failure of the Second Crusade really are sown from this point. The resources and the armies of Europe were spread too thinly. So, when it came to the Holy Land, the army itself was just not big enough to take on the more united forces of Islam. And that leads us finally to our key question. Why did the Second Crusade fail? We will examine three main factors during our study of this topic. Factor number one, as we've heard already, poor initial aims. Secondly, we will look at poor leadership. And thirdly, we will look at the growing unity of the Muslims. And ultimately, you will decide which of the factors you consider to be the most important. So, there we have it. I hope that you will enjoy our study of the Second Crusade.